Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are, whoever you are. Thanks for tuning in. Zero Authority is a community of people who believe in open source and permissionless systems built on stacks secured by Bitcoin. Today we have Jordhy Bitfari, Jordhy from Bitfari. Bitfari is a secure, decentralized network for peer-to-peer advertising, and he may also have a special announcement, but you have to stick around to the end. Hey, Jordhy, we're so excited to have you here today. Kurt, Jordhy, how are you guys doing today?
Doing well. Great to be here. Great to
Happy,
meet you, Jordhy.
happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Sure thing.
Hey, for those who are not familiar with Bitfari, some may know it's a peer-to-peer advertising network, but can you give us just a overview, and then we'll jump into some exciting things that you have to share.
So Bitfari democratizes advertisement, and we basically take all of the premium ad space in America and Canada, and we're planning to expand globally. We make it accessible for everybody to show ads and bring life to their locations. So just to give you an example, if you were to rent a billboard on Times Square, you will have to spend $20,000, $25,000. With Bitfari, you can spend $50 and show an ad on Times Square. So we make things cheaper. We slice ad space. We sell it by the second. We provide big discounts, which we tokenize on the Stackbox blockchain. And we bring tremendous facilities for businesses of all sizes, as well as consumers, to make advertising easier.
And so I saw the whole Coinbase advertisement as part of the Super Bowl thing. So how many ads do you see with the QR codes, or is that too far away for a billboard?
No, it's actually the way things are going. People
Okay.
want ads to sort of join with digital spaces, and there's a convergence of printed media and physical media with digital media. It's actually a trend that we see going on. People use their phones so much and they use their personal digital devices so much that they want the world to change and accommodate to their lifestyles. So if you can show ads that are techier, trendier, that appeal to millennials a little bit more, then you will have better responses. So it's a trend that we definitely see going on.
And then, like, what types of advertisements on billboards have you found to be like successful? Like, what do you guys recommend to your clients that sign up?
So we do a lot of different types of advertisements. We run a lot of different types of ads. What I sort of struggle to communicate to people is that the billboard is the most traditional way of advertisement and is the most powerful. If you were to run a social media campaign, it takes maybe days for you to reach 1 million people or 2 million people. With billboards, you could rent 10 of our billboards and reach 10 million people in a day or in hours. So, it's a massive media, massive type of advertisement facility. So if you have a big event, if you have a big launch, traditional media is the best, and digital media is the best to reach a lot of people faster. So fast campaigns, event-driven campaigns, digital, programmatic, meaning it's something that goes through the computer and it's actually something that we can schedule sort of to match the audience of the business with the locations. So we can actually connect to the locations of the business and then the billboards that we have on different locations and show ads in the locations where you have less sales, just to improve sales. That's what works. What works is taking the old traditional medium and putting a big digital brain on top of it and then automating it. That, and it's been proven, and it's, one of the biggest purchasers of billboards is Apple. When you enter to New York, you see the first two billboards that you see when you enter to New York are two Apple billboards. You see them when you're going through the Holland Tunnel, and it's like it's amazing because you spend like 10 to 15 minutes there, and all you see is Apple, and they buy both of those billboards. So it's when you do it in a very smart fashion, it's just the best.
I
So
remember when the AirPods came out, or not the AirPods, but what was the thing, the device, the music thing, the iTunes? No, not iTunes.
the HomePod.
No, it was like the music. I remember they
Yeah,
like, yeah, they purchased things like on the metro trains. They purchased billboards ever. Like it was a massive campaign for like 2 weeks. It was everywhere.
with
So
the like dancing silhouettes and stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
it made it really cool.
yeah, because then you combine them. You use the billboard for awareness, which is the first step on the funnel, and then you use search and social for targeting and conversion, right?
Hmm.
You want to use the traditional medium for what it's meant to, which is to raise awareness about a product, and then you just create websites and run social media campaigns and search campaigns, targeted campaigns to convert people, but not before they were aware of your product. On average, somebody has to see your brand 7 times before they make a purchase decision, and billboards can really help about it because every time they see your ad, they think about the product and then they think about it again. And then when you make the pitch, they are in a position to make a decision because they have become familiarized with your brand.
Hmm. So
Kurt, were you going to say something with the Apple ads and the
just
iPod?
how it dominated everywhere. Like I remember going places. It was on the buses. It was on the train. It was like when you said special event, I can see what you mean. I can only imagine how much money that is. Even if you're just sponsoring one billboard all day long for like a week or 2 weeks and something just to build awareness. And I've always wondered, like, as you travel across the country, like there's, the McDonald's ones you see the Dairy Queen ones, and then now you start to see like text this number, get free something. And now it's like the QR code. So I'm just curious how it's transformed. But do you have like a map or something that of all the billboards that you guys have access to? Or
Yeah, I can share my screen.
okay, let's take a look. So how many billboards do you run in the United States and then globally?
So we have billboards in the United States and Canada. We have around 50,000 billboards of varying sizes. Of those big highway billboards, we have around 3,000. In terms of transit, smaller media, we have around 47,000 of those. As you can see here, this is our coverage in the U.S. So we have a lot, especially on the East Coast. We debuted one on Times Square last Christmas, and then we have on Canada as well. Around 300 billboards on Canada. We just got 30 billboards in Latin America. So we started our global expansion. We are going to finish up with the American continent and then move up to Europe and then go along from there. We are translating the website for that purpose. So we are translating our apps, websites for a global audience. And we have a very nice group of billboards, which we call the monster billboards. Those billboards that reach over 1 million people per day.
So how do you get to 1 million people a day? It's just high traffic areas? Like which places have 1 million people? Like is that Times Square?
So wherever there's like a big highway that connects an airport to a big city,
Okay.
those metro areas, they have like amazing numbers of traffic
Yeah.
and movement around them and commerce around them. So let me just show you this one. So as you can see, so this one is on the entrance of Chicago.
Hmm.
This one is one of the best because it's like so that's like a bottleneck on the highway. And then you get the billboard.
So you have to see that.
You gotta see it.
You have to see that. There's no way around that. Right?
Wait, how do the transportation or departments, how do they collect that data? Are they counting the motorists that pass through there, those corridors?
So we have foot traffic data on the passersby by foot, by train, and by car.
Wow.
We can tell you how many people pass through the area and how many people see the ads using two metrics. There's data on the number of people that go through the highways. That data is state provided. So we know how many people are going through each area. And then there's some data on statistical data on the bottlenecks, right? So we actually on the interface, we give you an estimate. This billboard will be seen for 15 seconds, 8 seconds on average, 20 seconds on average. So that's another thing that people don't really understand. The level of sophistication that we have right now with billboards is really high. First, we have digital broadcasting, so we can show multiple ads on a single billboard. And second, we have passerby information, and we have bottleneck data as well. So we can tell you how much time a person is going to be exposed on average to your ad. And with Bitfari, as we're going to see later, we're going to add another layer of sophistication to this very traditional fashion of communication. So yeah, we have this all around America, in urban areas as well as metro areas, rural areas, and we are expanding. So if you want to place an ad anywhere in America, we have a billboard for you. It used to be the case last year that we were expanding and sort of acquiring these billboards, but now we are focusing more on building and expanding the application because we have a pretty large inventory.
How easy is it to place an ad?
You can place an ad in 10 seconds. You can place an ad in 10 seconds.
Super easy.
What do you need? You need like text. You need picture. You need. What do you?
So
Is it credit card? Like what?
Okay, so we are doing it with crypto. You connect your stock wallet. After you're connected, you see all the information. We take this data from the blockchain. We put it on a cache, and we show it to you so that it's very fast. You click here on the scheduler, which allows you to schedule an ad. We have the networks here on the left, so you don't have to pre-select billboards. We have already created a group of networks for different goals. So if you want to target the gyms, we have all of our networks that are on a gym, like small screens. If you want highways, we have like all the billboards that are on highways. So you can select that immediately. If you want the big billboards that I show you, you can just select billboards.btc, and then you click on book ad, and you type the title of the ad. And change the network here if you want. If you change your mind, you want to put it on Times Square, you select Times Square here. Just keep billboards. If you want a date, let's put it for a month. Now, in terms of art, instead of uploading an art, since people are using Canva and they have access to Dropbox and other facilities, you upload a link, and that simplifies the data transmission process. With billboards, sometimes people use PNGs and TIFF files that are multiple gigs of size. So that will take a long time. If we use just a link, then we can actually show an ad fast. With Bitfari, we are introducing responsive ads, which is that if you give us an HTML page, the system will take a picture of it. It will interpret it as ad, and it will resize it automatically. So it's going to be responsive. That will simplify things for agencies, because sometimes agencies, when they make a campaign, they tell you, I'm making this campaign, it's going to take me 1 month or 2 months. You don't really understand. What they are telling you is, I'm making an ad, and there are 50 different ad sizes, because there are 50 different billboard sizes. And I have to resize everything and then coordinate, and sometimes something doesn't look good and whatnot. So then you choose a location, you say Canada or global, and you can also type in a city. And what we are introducing with this testnet release is keywords. So you couldn't do this last year. So you can put both positive keywords as well as negative keywords. So for example, let's say you have a gym, but it's a small gym, and you want to target people saying, okay, I sell fitness, I want to target people that lose weight, I want to target people that are running, that are training, but I don't want to get people that are searching for pool or sauna, or I don't want to target tourists because they're not going to be in the city for a long time. So you can use both positive and negative keywords. And you will say here, wait a minute, Jordhy, this is a billboard ad. How come you're introducing digital marketing concepts? It's because that's exactly what Bitfari does. It merges
Wow.
billboards with AdWords, with digital ads, and it creates a new kind of ad. Here you put the copy. Come join us.
Is this real? Like, or is this,
Real? Yeah.
this is
And then
okay?
you add it, and then after you add it, then you can see the ad that is booked, and you can see the length of time that is going to appear on the network. So we are using Gaia, which is the centralized storage provided by Stacks.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
This information, plus we are using the Stack blockchain to tokenize screens, billboards, and campaigns. How is it possible that you will get the keywords for a place when people just passing by don't actually tell you, and they don't actually search and query? Let me tell you how. We have something called live filter.
Now, Jordhy, was this the special was this the big announcement you're going to drop?
I wanted to announce that we have a new set of massive billboards that we have acquired 100 billboards that sustain a foot traffic of over 1 million passersby every day on average.
Wow.
So that's the latest addition to our inventory. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. So if you want to compete against Google or Facebook, or or against Ethereum in our case, we really need those billboards for the Stacks Foundation.
That's huge, man.
Thank you.
We're applause.
Yeah. Here, I think I got applause somewhere. Here, clap.
Yeah.
Okay, so where was I? I was talking about the live filter, which is this application. When you click on live filter, you get a to-do list. And with this to-do list, you can type things that you're into. Let's say I want to lose weight. Okay. Gyms nearby. Now, why will somebody do this? Well, we give them an app, and they type in keywords, and when they match with an ad that has those keywords or similar keywords, because we use synonyms as well, we pay them cryptocurrency automatically.
Wait,
Now is this the end user, or are we talking about a customer?
The end user. For the social connector, we have applications that you can use both for as an end user and to place ads, because advertisers, they are end users and they also place ads. So this is the application of our network that actually merges end user features plus professional features. So another thing, we are also making ad placement really easy so that you can place ads for an anniversary, a graduation,
oh, nice,
a special celebration, and then you can place these ads. You spend $50, you spend $100, and you have an app on your phone that you can click to play the ad. You can pause the campaign, you walk through the billboard with your special person, and then you click on play, and that person
That is awesome.
the ad when you press play. All right. So let's say that you're getting engaged. It used to be and you're getting married. It used to be the case that you had to buy a ring, spend a lot of money and do this like super huge event, spending a lot of money to convince your significant other to say yes. With Bitfari, we make it easy. We allow you to place a campaign on Times Square. You pay $50 minimum, and with $50, we show your ad up to 4 times in Times Square, so you have like multiple times. You leave it on pause with your wallet. You go to Times Square, and you click on play. And when you
Wow.
click on play, you're gonna see your ad on Times Square for less than $20.
Wow.
And this is actually what I did last year. So we featured our brand in Times Square. Actually, we did it for free because we get 20% off. So
Sweet.
it's two things. It's that slicing and instrumentation of the
Mhm.
medium that we do, plus the digital intelligence, plus the discount that we get because we purchase in bulk.
Mm.
So we are sort of like a Costco of advertising. So for
Now,
you,
Jordhy, did you take a video of that?
oh yeah, I have it here. I have.
Okay, we're gonna have to drop it in the. Oh, let's show it right
Go ahead and
now.
bring up the video, and then I'll share your screen.
I
So
Yeah.
think I
you
have.
don't see everything.
Yeah, I think I have pictures and maybe a video.
Yeah, picture is fine.
Yeah, you can share my. I can share my screen
You
again.
want me to share?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jordhy joined.
So this is actually the location, and we got this billboard, which is the Disney billboard on Times Square, very famous. And this is the Bitfari ad. What makes New York better? That's the campaign.
So you're saying you put that graphic with
Yeah.
with a link, it imports the graphic, you put the text over it. Like, how did you do the red? Like, what are the mechanics of how is that done?
So every billboard has a resolution size,
Uh-huh.
but they are incredibly like low res because they have to display these big images, so they don't have a lot of granularity. So the file size doesn't really have to be that big if you use a format like JPEG or PNG. So you do the ad using Canva or Photoshop or anything that you're familiar with, and then you put keywords on the ad and descriptions to give us some intelligence. So making the ad and drawing the ad is the same as it has been before. You just draw a picture and you put it on Dropbox to get a link or whatever, and then you just type in the information that the ad contains, or you can let our OCR do that for you, and then the ad will match with the people that have those keywords in their wallets or similar keywords to the wallets. In the case of this particular campaign, I just created an image, uploaded it to the right billboard, because you need the code or at least follow our interface. And then using your app, you can play it or pause it. So that preserves your budget. Then when you're near to it, I think I took a picture. Let me show you a picture. This will be fun. And that's me.
Nice.
Yeah. So actually there were like 10 of us at that point, because we were running ads as well for some of our customers. And I think I have that here as well. So we were running multiple campaigns, and as we were running the campaigns and as we were testing, there was a crew doing live interviews, crypto enthusiasts taking pictures. We had a really fun time, and we really didn't spend that much money. So this is a campaign of our
I remember that one.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
remember it.
word.org.
Yeah. And we ran this for free for them. And the idea is that it's so cheap for us to run ads that we can take over these billboards and sort of use the facilities that we have to play and pause the campaigns to make them run for just 1 hour, just 1 minute, or just 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy a billboard for one full day anymore. You can just use this application and deploy ads for a very short period of time and preserve your budget.
I think that campaign is how I learned of Bitfari. When it was being marketed and people were tweeting it, people were signing up, people were like buying the squares.
Yeah, it was really a big time for us.
And a lot of people don't know, but Crypto Nub was one of the early Zero Authority DAO members before we were even a DAO. And he put our name Zero Authority on that list. So that was crazy because I didn't even I didn't know what it was, and then I saw a picture of it on Times Square. Then I thought this is getting interesting.
So now we are going to do two things. We are negotiating the mountain, which is a three-dimensional billboard in Times Square. So it has three faces, three sides. We're gonna do the same with that one, which is a really huge one. And we are going to do something with billboards that are on highways as well, the big ones that I announced. So it's gonna be really, really nice. Last week we opened up the network for the connection of native screens, smaller screens, smart TVs that allow anybody to create their own billboard network. And it could be a billboard network of one screen, or it could be a billboard network of 1,000 screens. So the way this works is that you connect to our app. You use a smart contract to generate a token, an NFT, that is a certificate of connection, of registration of the billboard. And then after that certificate is registered, you can use it to project ads on your computer and get auditors. And the way that auditing works is that people go through your location, they take pictures so that the advertisers can see them. And then we see that actually the screen is turned on and that it's working and that the right amount of people are passing by. It's not like something it's not fraud. It's not a screen in a backyard. Because, there's this problem that GPS has that is really not accurate within 200 feet. So we need auditors to check that. We also need auditors just to check if you're not a kid, 13-year-old, 15-year-old, 14-year-old, turning on the screen and then turning it off and then turning it on and then turning it off. And we have an exponential auditing system, which is if you get 3 strikes, you're out. So one people see it, and then as people come by, as more people come by with their keywords and their app, they will see it again. And then you got this opportunity to level up. So if more than 51% of the auditors agree that your screen is not a fraud, then your screen can keep being connected to the network, meaning that it's a very safe way to actually project ads, because we're going to have more auditors than actually the big networks. Right now we have 82 professional auditors. They are the ones sitting on the screen approving your ad before it goes live on a big billboard. These are professional people, fully paid, and they are not employed by us. They are employed by the big networks that we connect with. That screen on Times Square is a screen of Disney. So an employee of Disney approved our ads. You have to make some modifications before broadcasting them. So what happens is that after the auditors agree that your screen is good to go and that your screen is outside facing the public, then you will get the automatic foot traffic data in the system, and you will get paid and you will get booked ads automatically, which you can approve, you can take or decline on your application, and you will get paid in crypto to actually show these ads in your business. Meaning that it used to be the case that you had to file this petition for approval of a billboard. That takes 2 years. And then after the government grants a certain number of billboards, then you have like this problem. But with smaller type screens, you don't necessarily have that problem. So people can pursue one of the most traditional ways in which people make money in the advertising industry with a smaller format using crypto. Because this is only possible by blockchain technology and by stacks technology. It's the only technology that allows us to create these NFTs and that allows us to tokenize fraud. After fraud is tokenized, it stays on the blockchain forever. So we can see which billboards have the foot traffic that they claim and which billboards are operating as they have said. we are connecting to big networks, and these are all whitelisted big billboards, the big ones. What we give for those is a certification layer. In America, there's no single authority that joins, or there wasn't before Bitfari, there wasn't a single authority that joined all of these billboard networks and actually certified them. Now with Bitfari, we certify them on the Stacks blockchain, and we finalize that on Bitcoin. Meaning that we are going to see which billboards are operating across the board with the specifications that they are advertising. So for Bitfari, we were using government figures. After Bitfari, we're going to use blockchain certified figures, finalized on Bitcoin and audited by the people, which is why the token just raised a lot in price. It just increased a lot in price, and why so many people are joining the project. We have now.
Hey, Jordhy, what are people using Bitfari token for? So this is a great segue to go into the token. We have about 10 minutes left here, and we want to learn about that token.
So the FARI token is we have built it to be one of the most important tokens of the crypto economy. Bitcoin was created to be digital cash. Bitfari was created to be a digital coupon. Right now, the crypto economy is missing coupons. We are 100% convinced that coupons are going to bring mass adoption to crypto. And with Bitfari is an avenue for that. The way the coupon is created on Bitfari is that we tokenize the discounts that we get from billboard networks. Attention is one of the most liquid commodities and one of the most desired commodities across the board for businesses. These businesses want to purchase attention. They want to purchase billboards and small media using the FARI token that gives them 50% or more in discounts. What we do is that if they purchase the token, they get up to 90% of discounts in certain networks, but across the board 50%, and they can create a coupon for customers so that customers get 10% of discount when they make a purchase, 20%, 30%. They get, when they buy with Faris, they get Faris for free. They get the digital token for free, and then they get publicity at a discount. So instead of trading coins, we are trading discounts because we have tokenized the discount. What do? We allow you to buy ads using Bitcoin. We allow you to buy ads using Stacks. We allow you to buy ads using Bitfari. When you go to a merchant, and this is all, I'm speaking what's going to come because we don't have the app yet, but we have the design and we have, some betas out. What is going to happen is that when people go to a store and they pay with Bitcoin and use some Bitfari as a coupon, they get a 50% discount on the purchase. Because the owner wants media, they want traditional media, they want advertising. Bitfari is now only a traditional advertising network using digital facilities and digital intelligence. But this summer, we're going to release online ads. And we are also working on augmented reality ads, like geofences and ads connected to the metaverse and all of that. All of these ads pay people to see them. So there's a very strong incentive for people to actually use our application. And there's the history of the BAT token. Our competitor.
I was going to ask, is it similar to Brave browser and the BAT token?
Well, the difference is that our token works. With BAT, you make $30, $20, but then the gas fees to take that money out are $50.
Yeah, it's
so you
insane.
Just leave the money in. You just leave the money in. Now, I have to say this. The token is amazing. The browser they have made is great. They have technologies, and they are great people. We love competing against this type of people. It's great. You can use Bitfari and with Brave, with the Brave browser, and then you get BAT and you get Fari. So there's really no problem. They have chosen to compete against Facebook and Google. We have chosen to compete against billboard networks, most of which don't even have a web page. So we have different target markets.
Yep.
But the Stacks blockchain is just so much better than Ethereum in terms of security. We can leave the treasury of an advertising agency in Bitcoin, and we can leave the treasury of a business in Bitcoin, and then we can deploy that money into Bitfari, while that money stays in the most secure blockchains ever created, without exposing them to hacks, without exposing them to problems, and without exposing them to high gas fees, which are some of the problems that BAT is facing for the choices that they made. But at the end of the day, I think that crypto is going to become this layer of support for people that you're gonna get compensated for everything, for your attention, for your time, for your effort, for your early adoptions, and for your contributions to society in a better fashion than anything that we have had before. So we are really excited about the future, and we welcome competitors, and we are happy to join the party.
So let's recap real quickly. So let's say someone wants to put in $500. So they have $500. Should they buy $500 of Fari tokens to get the 50% discount? Or what's the first step there?
If they want to place advertisements on our platform, they could buy the Fari token using StackSwap.
Okay.
And in future months, they can buy it through Bitmart. And we are also working with other big exchanges. They pay for the publicity using Faris. They get a 50% discount. If they use Bitcoin, they get up to 25% discount. If they use Stacks, they get up to 25% discount as well. If they use City Coins in airports, they get 50% discount. So they get the same discount as using Faris. Because we're gonna sort of prepare a partnership, and this is something that I'm just telling you guys, but we haven't really announced it. But we're gonna prepare.
It's live video right now.
Well, people know about it now.
We're gonna integrate City Coins and wanna make it easy for people using the City Coins to get the same discount they get with Faris. So that people understand that there is a municipal protocol that allows you to take a slice of ownership of your city and take a stake in the future of your city.
Yeah.
So we want
love that. Love that.
So essentially, you can get Stacks, you can get Bitcoin, you can buy some of these Bitfari, I guess, coupons, get the discount.
Yeah.
Then you got to know your keywords, a little title for your ad, and figure out where you want to do it, and then press enter. And then someone reviews and approves it.
Yeah, and then you can place your ad without an image. It becomes a classified ad, and we show it as an online ad, AdWords. You can choose a billboard network, put an image, and show it on different billboards. You can use our directory, choose a particular billboard, and put images there. Or you can simply send a link, bitfari.org or bitfari.com. Just send that link to your graphic designer or agency so that they know about Bitfari, and then they can place the campaign on your behalf if you're not comfortable with crypto or ad campaigns or any of that thing or any of those things.
Sounds great. So we have about a couple of minutes left. I wanted to ask you, you have this the ambassadors program. I saw a certificate the other day for one of the ambassadors. Can you tell us more about it? Or can people still join?
Yeah. Okay. So how do we increase the network? How do we sell billboards? How do we install screens? How do we make all of this happen? With volunteers. We have around 200 volunteers. We have, across all of the channels, a social media following of around 10,000, going on to 11,000. We have what we call the Stratospheric Leaders Program, which was announced in our last event of last month by Steve Wozniak. We had a lot of celebrities on the event. That's something that we regularly.
The event was amazing, by the way.
Thank you. That's
Really,
something that we
really
hope to do.
nicely done.
Thank you, and we hope to increase the production level and bring in more people, especially from the stacks community, to our events. The program is simple. For $30 in a purchase of Faris, you purchase the leader NFT, which runs for a year. That NFT gives you access to the internet, gives you free training, and you can join the platform. Obviously, we are a DAO. We are open. You can join in as an auditor for free. You can join in as a screen installer for free. You can join in as an affiliate, sell billboards for free. We are doing a lot of SEO. We have a lot of pages ranked. We get around, from 50,000 on low months to 50,000 on high months, average visitors. So, we are really good on that side. But we want affiliates. We want volunteers. What we give them is we give them free training, VIP access to the event. We give them access to some celebrities that come to our events, and we give them a personal access to us as well. So we hope to build a mass of leaders that want to volunteer on the community to make this change happen. Because this is not something that we are going to make happen on our own. As I showed you before, that list of keywords, we call that the disclosure matrix, and that's going to be the phase out of cookies. We are taking cookies out, and we are putting the disclosure matrix in. You're going to say which keywords you want to be targeted on, when you want to be targeted on based on those keywords, and you're going to be private all around the 360 degrees of the process by using stacks and by using Web3. And this privacy and this respect of your privacy is going to bring about big, massive change and respect for our society. So yeah, we welcome volunteers, and we can join. We can include as many people as want to join. We have no limits whatsoever on the people that can join our volunteer programs.
Sounds great, because people in Zero Authority DAO, we're all here to learn and to learn more about stacks, Bitcoin, crypto, Web3 technology. So that immediately caught my attention, because the first thing you say on there is learn the basics of Bitcoin and stacks ecosystem, and that's why we exist here, because we want more people to get into Web3, stacks, and Bitcoin.
That's great.
Well, great. Thanks for joining us for the live stream, Jordhy. And as they say, like in real life, this is what like a business is. Like this is actual billboards, people putting promotions on there. It's not like some tech stack that everyone's betting on. Like you can see this, it's real. And like when you think of $1 million, $1 billion ideas, like if you figure this out, and it sounds like you have, it could exponentially get much more busier pretty quick.
Yeah, if you add up all of the billboard networks of the planet, the size of that advertising agency is bigger than Google and Facebook combined.
Wow.
That's what we hope. That's our vision. That's our vision. We also hope to democratize advertising, giving people a voice. Whichever thing, if let's say you want to say clean the streets, or let's say you want to say let's hang out in our apartment on a Saturday, we want to amplify your voice so that people from all across the city or your vicinity and the country can hear and listen to your message. Forget about echo chambers like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, where you're only talking to your friends. We want to bring you closer to your neighbor, so that we can bring life to our locations and live on a more amenable society.
Excellent.
On one last note too, and I tell people this all the time, the reason why stacks is still kind of under the radar is because founders like you, Wei from XChain, Miami Coin, Patrick, Jason, and even Thea Petra, and we're going after industries that are legacy tech, that have never had technology unleash the human capital and the cultural value in those cities, or with fertility data, or with billboard data, and bring it into the new millennium. And these industries we're on a converging course here where the more people, it's kind of like, you know about Bitcoin, and then you say, okay, what else? And then you learn, okay, there's Ethereum for smart contracts, and there's, you know, all these other blockchains, Cardano, Tezos, and Solana. And then you say, well, can I do more with my Bitcoin as a native Bitcoin? And then you learn about stacks. And then you say, oh, wow, there's this whole ecosystem built on stacks, built on Bitcoin. And I just think what you guys are doing at Bitfari is phenomenal. Thanks, Jordhy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kurt.
So I think we're still on. Yeah, Jordhy, that was fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people.